It's very hard not to notice the fact that all of the Kremlin's friends are united by, to put it mildly, intellectual deficiency. Orban and Fico, they have already slipped up many times and now don't even try to hide their state. But Serbian Vuchich, he seems smarter. He kept the intrigue. He pouted. By the way, according to the testimony and observations of many people, there is a moment of artificial enhancement with Mr. Vuchich. I don't know why he did it, but if you look closely at his portraits, then most likely it is indeed the case. Well, he tried not to say too much, made thoughtful expressions, but probably Vučić is Serbian. He got overly anxious. During the days of the massive Serbian protests, he faltered and suddenly exposed himself as a purely Kremlin appointee. No one forced him to speak. But it was clear that in the dispersal of the Serbian demonstrations, there was an experienced Moscow hand involved. But there was no evidence. And then this blabbermouth Vučić, out of nowhere, without any necessity, spills the beans, announcing that there was no way to handle the angry ocean of the streets without the help of Russian special services. He wouldn't have been able to. He just blurted it out and revealed absolutely all the cards, exposing his complete dependence on Putin and Moscow, the very same dependence that once upon a time was demonstrated by Bashar Assad. By the way, today, as reported by news agencies, there was a phone conversation between Putin and the new ruler of Syria. And the ruler of Syria is already categorical, already without beating around the bush. Without any diplomacy or reservations, he demanded the extradition of Bashar Assad alive for trial on the day. And here, the problem is only that the Syrians want to get their dictator alive. If they agreed to his corpse, then the parties of Syria and Russia would have long since shaken hands. Bashar, in a package with a bow, opened and sewn up, would have long since gone back to his homeland. But the Syrians, they want to hang him themselves. Yes, and in the act of hanging, you're not so fresh, and even open corpse, they see no cynicism. Indeed, the sweetness of this justice is very, very doubtful. But Putin is not afraid that his friend Bashar will be hanged, but he understands that he will be asked unpleasant questions with subsequent publication of the answers. Well, okay, all sorts of complicity of Russia in the genocidal shootings of Syrians, in bombings, in the gassing of the civilian population with sarin gas. They can further tarnish the remnants of its reputation. But Putin, of course, then he doesn't care about sarin or the bombings. From his point of view, this is a mundane internal Syrian matter, but all sorts of nuances of the mischief against the United States of America that Russia has done, nuances of drug trafficking, and the arms market. Well, Moscow, of course, would like to keep it a secret, so alive. Bashar Assad is unlikely to visit his homeland.